I want to always establish where am I pulling to. So I'm pulling this way and I'm pulling this way, always using the end of my tapered stroke towards that lighter area. That lighter area is where the light is reflecting off of it the most. And if we're going to establish our light direction, then we'll have an opportunity to see, obviously, where is it and why will it be hitting somewhere else as well? Why will there be a shadow in certain places? It's because of the light direction. So if we can get consistent and understand our light direction, it's going to help us make sense and stay within logical interpretations of our drawing instead of having contradictions. Why is that shadow there? It wouldn't be there if the light is from this direction, and just things like that going on. So I want this flipping up, and I want to be able to see that it's just barely catching the light. I want to be able to have contour in all these little curls. This is flipping forward, and it's catching a little bit of light. And so all of these mean something. Let's go ahead and go to a couple other ones and see. You've seen Hillary here. It's the same thing I did here. Whether it's the light on her hair, or whether it's the light on one side of her face versus the other, we still have an opportunity to establish light direction. And just the same as the sphere, we have that division between the two light sources, the reflective light and the primary light. Looks like the primary is over here, but there's quite a strong reflective light. This gives us the opportunity for even more contour if I can establish that. It gives it that realism that is so natural and makes our drawings dynamic. And so I want to always establish that so that nothing ends up by being flat. If I can help it, I want to have curve in the collar. Now again, this is done, 30 years ago, so I've learned a lot too. But anyway, this is what I'm striving to do when I'm working on these things, is establish where is my light direction. If I have a primary light shining on this side of the face, and I end up by leaving this white, my mind's going, I thought this was the primary light. Why is this so light here? And those are reasons why I would tell you to go in and make sure that you put value in areas that are supposed to be in the shade. That it would be darker down here because it would be getting even less light than it might here. And all these are opportunities for you to add that wonderful lifelike dimension and mood and all those things to your drawings. So if the white is getting darker, we want the dark to get darker too. Within its own range of value, we want this to be darker than it was out here. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to make this darker value do exactly the same thing the white is doing. It's getting darker. So now we have consistency instead of having a contradiction. We don't want just one of the things looking like it's contoured and curved. We want both of them too. So I want to make sure that I'm getting a little darker as I'm going up there. And you can see how important it is for gradation. If I just did a patch and just a flat patch here just to make it darker at one end without having that range of value where it's getting lighter and lighter and lighter as it comes back towards the center, then I'm going to have a contradiction again. Because you can't have one of these things showing shadow and contour and not the other. Our tapered stroke works good. I mean, in this way at least, I can use the lighter end of my stroke to come towards the light. But I'm probably going to want to turn it. How good can you be at demonstrating the principles of light? Okay, we're making it so that everything is getting darker as it goes to where there's less light. That's great.